Hi, this is David with My Bros Media at Crypticon 2017. I'm here with the one and only Luchagore. How you guys doing?
Awesome.
Great.
It's a great day to be here. Having fun, man.
You guys enjoying the con?
So much. Crypticon's one of our most favorite places ever. Everyone's so friendly,
Yeah.
so into horror. We want to come back every year.
And we love you too. So you guys have it's come a long way since Dia de los Muertos. What can you guys tell us, like, you guys have learned along the way that you can maybe share for, like, maybe new and up and coming people in the industry or filmmakers, indie filmmakers?
I think where we started, it was Gigi, Luke, myself, and Jordan as well, and we started off small, right? But anything that we wrote, we always did it within our boundaries, within our limits of knowing, like, can we do this with what we have? And I think that's one of the biggest things is, like, trying to be like a pitfall. Gigi did a panel about avoiding pitfalls in filmmaking. Is like, don't be so ambitious that you can't do it. And if you try to do it, that's where sometimes you can fail, right? And it's not going to be the same quality. It's not going to be the same kind of product you want. So trying to think conservative in a way, but just, being smart of what you have for resources, for talent, for equipment, and just trying to look up how to do things. In another way, you might not be able to get equipment and stuff like that. I think it's just to really kind of know what you are able to have at your hands is a big help to starting out. And then, like, obviously coming down to stories and really telling a lot about character and story development is a crucial thing, right? I think nowadays is that people want to feel emotions, right?
Yeah.
That's one thing, I guess.
Yeah, that's like awesome. You want anything, Gigi?
Yeah, no, just don't be afraid to make stuff. Like, that's the thing. Like, that's how we started out, is by creating, and learning from not from what we're doing wrong per se, but what can you do to get better and stronger and faster and more efficient. So the more you create, the better you become.
So just like, all in all, no fear, huh? No fear.
No, don't be afraid of failure.
Being realistic, I think, too, to what Rainer was saying, being realistic, but also being creative. It's not about what technology you use. It's about the brains behind the technology. It's about the stories being told. It's about the creativity. So don't be super limited in yourself, but be realistic and use your resources that are around you, and you can come up with some really, really great stuff, really unique stuff.
Very inspiring words, guys. So can you guys tell our viewers and also your fans about your current project that you have in production, Aztec?
Yeah, no, Aztec is a really cool sci-fi anthology that'll be coming out from Mexico. There's a lot of awesome sci-fi directors part of it, and it's really cool they invited Luchagore. So ours, I think, is one of the only horror sci-fi segments in Aztec. And I think at the end of the year, well, no, not the end of the year, after summertime, we're hoping that's the release of Aztec.
Awesome, I can't wait for it. Did you want to describe a little bit about the storyline, as like a small tidbit?
Yeah, sure. Well, Aztec, so there's this, like, outer space rock or spaceship. Not spaceship, sorry, meteor rock. And it explodes into little pieces. And each piece of rock lands in different parts of Mexico. And ours landed in Vancouver. So you can just imagine how each piece of alien rock will create chaos in each different segment. And ours lands in an ice cream truck. So it makes the ice cream toxic.
Sounds fun. Sounds really fun. So, hold on one sec. I have the reference. Sorry, but we'll just cut this part out. So what's your Luchagore's main goal? Like, when you get there, like, we have arrived. What would you say would be like the big main goal for Luchagore?
A feature.
Well, I think the biggest thing for us is a feature, right? Like, that's our dream goal, to get there, to finally say, hey, we made a feature film. And not to say, like, that's where we're going to end at, but, like, I think that's because we still haven't been there yet. We want to be able to say, like, yeah, we've made this, and now we're going to continue, right? Like, we're just going to keep making features from there and moving on, and trying to always come up with something that's going to be different and unique and have the Luchagore aesthetic, and hopefully all of them for them to come, right? And they can vary.
Yeah, each project we've made, we've been very blessed and fortunate that has become bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And I think the last thing we have left is a full-length feature film. We've come from 20 short films, bunch of commercials. We just did our biggest project, which was a series, a mini series. The secret name is Project Lucha, and now it's like, okay, we're ready. Let's make that feature.
Yeah.
I think a lot of our fans are like, guys, no more shorts. What's going on? Yeah. We're excited.
Teasing us too much. Teasing them. So would you guys would ever consider doing like someone else's script or another story idea, or maybe something even out of your comfort zone, like a comedy or like a love story?
We're all like,
It's all on the table. It's all on the table. I think we've already shown in our own work that we've got a lot more levels than just horror, especially with Project Lucha coming out. You're going to see some things and feel some things that maybe you weren't expecting. And even while that's still in the process of being released, I think you've already seen some things that we have surprised our fans with, going outside our kind of home, as it were. So, yeah, it's all out there.
What's really admirable, what I've noticed about you guys, like online and even at the con and stuff, you guys seem to have a really good like camaraderie and like a good like, I don't know if there's any like sibling rivalry behind the screen, but it seems like you guys get along really great, and obviously known you guys for each other for a while. Did you guys you guys seem really close? Did you guys make like a pact a while ago, say, hey, we're gonna try to stay together as long as we can, You guys can stop,
It comes naturally for, I think, in the filmmaking business. Once you like working with someone and you connect, and it doesn't happen often, it's like you have to stick together. And we've been so lucky that the Luchagore team, just all of us feel like a family. Hey, like we always say, it's a family of the 10 of us, and it's almost impossible to separate. Like, for Aztec was the first thing we've ever shot without Jordan. For the first couple days. We felt lost without our man here, and so if anybody is not in our team isn't able to make it, it feels so strange. And once you have that trust, it's hard to get away from it.
Yeah, I think, for most cinephiles, big movie buffs, you'll notice that there's a lot of people in Hollywood that have their own groups. Like Adam Sandler, like he has his own group that are always the same people, and it's like even the Scorsese always had De Niro for a while, and he has DiCaprio. So like, I hope that in the future you guys are able to stay together, like no matter what obstacles you have to maybe fork in the road or obstacles that come your way, because you guys you make great stuff. So I hope for great success for you guys in the future, and thank you so much for joining us on Mad Bros.
Great.
Thank you.
Yeah.